Everybody's got a motor car today. Whatever make it is the best, of course, they say. You can have your Morris Cowleys or your Essex 6, but believe me, they're not in it with my little bag of tricks. It's an Austin 7, a little baby Austin, the cutest little car upon the road. I can drive it anywhere you ought to see it clamber, upstairs, downstairs, it's my latest jam, but it matters not at all. You think it's rather small, but believe me, boy, it's heaven. 'Cause if you want to give the wife a run without all her relations, well, you cannot beat an Austin 7. It's an Austin 7, a little baby Austin, the cutest little car upon the road. I can drive it anywhere you ought to see it clamber, upstairs, downstairs, it's my latest jam, but it matters not at all. You think it's rather small, but believe me, boy, it's heaven. It never stops, but if you do, you only need a shove if you drive a little Austin 7. The house I live in hasn't got a garage, and what's more, I don't intend to build one. It's a waste of time, I'm sure. We've got a lovely cubby hole behind the kitchen door that'll hold my little Austin 7. The other day I went out driving in a shower of rain, and that's the thing, believe me, I shall never do again. I skidded in the gutter and I got washed down a drain in my tricky little Austin 7. One day I met an omnibus that stretched from side to side, crossed the road and stopped up all the traffic far and wide. I just drove underneath it and came out the other side in my dainty little Austin 7. So once I saw an advert for a secretary, so I drove up to the office and the manager said, "Oh, as you've a portable typewriter, you will suit us." I said, "No, it isn't. It's me Austin 7. Then once the motorcyclist drove up and staggered me. "Thank God," he said, "I found you. It's all right now," said he. Then in the place of where his little sidecar used to be, he fastened on me Austin 7. Once driving in the park, a nurse rushed up upon the stand, said, "How dare you move? I am surprised at you, I am." She thought I was the baby she'd left sitting in the pram in me dinky little Austin 7. In me Austin 7, the little baby Austin, the cutest little car upon the road. I can drive it anywhere you ought to see it clamber, upstairs, downstairs, in my latest jam, but I've got a mother-in-law, and you know how they jaw, and she's 14 stone 11. But she has to keep her knees up, and it stops her tongue from wagging in the backseat of me Austin 7.
Sorry. I didn't recognize the car.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure now to introduce Mr. Bruce Tanner, who is the chairman of the Birmingham Civic Society, to address you. Mr. Bruce Tanner.
Lady Mayoress, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you all, and thank you all for supporting this event. And a particular thanks to you, Lord Mayor and Lady Mayoress, for honouring us with your presence. The Birmingham Civic Society has erected 75 plaques around the city. And these commemorate people who have lived or worked in the city and have made an outstanding contribution to national or local life. Individuals honoured range from Field Marshal Lord Slim of Burma, who lived as a boy in Bearwood, to a Major Gem, who with a friend invented and played the game of lawn tennis in the garden of his home in Edgbaston. A plaque to Lord Austin is long overdue. He made a major impact on national as well as local life as a highly successful pioneer in the vehicle industry. And we shall be hearing a lot more about Herbert Austin, the Austin Motor Company, and this remarkable village later on. Our thanks to John O'Keefe, Chairman of the Austin Village Preservation Society, and to Doug Adams, and to the committee members of the Preservation Society for their work in making this event possible. And to Michael Sheehan, Secretary of the Birmingham Civic Society, and to John Gale for their part in organising these proceedings. By the Austin Village Preservation Society. And I shall read the citations on both plaques. 2002, the Austin Village, built by Herbert Austin in 1917 to house his workforce for the Austin Motor Company, at that time engaged in the manufacture of vehicles, aircraft, ammunition and equipment to support this country's forces in the Great War. And the plaque erected by the Preservation Society. This plaque was erected in 2002 by members of the Austin Village Preservation Society to commemorate the life of Herbert Austin, 1866 to 1941. These unique cedarwood bungalows were transported from Bay City, USA. Conservation status was granted by Birmingham City Council in 1997. This project was funded by Phoenix Venture Holdings. It now gives me very great pleasure to invite Richard Burden, Member of Parliament for Northfield, to unveil both plaques.
I mean, this is a special day. I mean, I think it's memorable for two reasons. One is obviously the important thing of unveiling these two wonderful plaques today. The second, I think, is a first for the Austin Village. And the first is that an event has been organised in which the Austin Village Preservation Society has had a great role, which has not had bright sunshine. Every time you have a garden party, every time you have a fete, every time you have an event, I've always felt you've had some influence up there, because even if all the days and weeks around the heavens have been opening, when it comes to the Austin Village fete, the sun shines. So I remember one, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, when as soon as the fete finished, the clouds appeared, the heavens opened, and the rain came down. So something has gone wrong today, and I think this is something that needs to be closely examined by the committee as to why, in fact, you haven't organised the weather properly this time. But it is an important event. We don't celebrate our heritage enough, and certainly the work that the Birmingham Civic Society does and has done over the years is really worthwhile indeed. And here in our own community, I mean, the Austin Village is a jewel, it's a gem, it's something that's not known about by so many people in our city. From those days, when 1917, when Herbert Austin went over, got the prefabricated bungalows from the other side of the Atlantic to house the Austin workforce. And from that time on, the Austin Village was created and has occupied a really central place in the life of this community. And heritage isn't something that's just about history. It's about today and it's about the future. And that's why the Austin Village Preservation Society itself, the community in this area, is actually abiding by and living that experience as well through the work it does, not only in its annual fete, but in the charity work it does, in the trips it organises, and so on. And I'm to pay tribute to all of you that are involved in the Austin Village today, in what you're preparing to do and what you've done in the past. And now we're looking to the future, because just as this village came out of Herbert Austin, came out of the old Austin Works, we know that that works itself has had some challenges, some big challenges in recent years, has come through them against, many felt, against the odds, and is now looking to a bright future. But what's interesting as well, and you may have already had some leaflets about this, is that there are plans for further redevelopment now of the area, part of the area around the Rover Works, to redevelop it, to regenerate it. And that will be a challenge for us all, to ensure that what happens in the year 2002, 2003 and beyond abides by and respects the great standards that were built in 1917. And giving local people is a really important part of having that say. The heavens are opening up even more, it's getting even worse. I must compliment you all on your resilience in staying here, but I think I would be pushing my luck if I kept the speeches going any longer given the weather now. I hope you will join as many of us as possible down at the social club. But for now, I would like to again say congratulations to the Civic Society, congratulations to the Austin Village, to everybody who's been involved in this project. And with that, I think if it goes well, thank you very much for coming on, Lord Mayor, if it goes well with one pull, this will come off.
Thank you, Richard Burton. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going now, the Lord Mayor will of course address us, but we're going to go to the Austin Sports and Social Club, follow the car, and one or two of the cars will lead the way there, and there will be some refreshments, and then the Lord Mayor will address us there. So all of those of you who have tickets for that, please go along in your cars now to the Austin Sports and Social Club. Thank you very much. Right. Can we have one from this side, please? The Lord Mayor and the plaque in there. That would be lovely.
Are you going to be in the front?
Yes, please do.
Don't want to get you wet deliberately.
Could you crouch down, Lord Mayor? Very, very nice. Could you just come around this side, just in front of the car? Okay. Lovely. Here we go. Thank you very much. Are you smiling? Excellent.
Thank you very much indeed.
I thought there'd been an accident there, what a sort of... Oh, don't say that. Oh, you wicked woman. Just what's got away your face. Just watch yourself. All right.
You're in beautifully. Doug, you go there. I'll follow you there.
Driver, sir. Let me jot your name down. Lovely, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your help.
The house I live in hasn't got a garage, and what's more, I don't intend to build one. It's a waste of time, I'm sure. We've got a lovely cubbyhole behind the kitchen door that'll hold my little Austin 7. The other day I went out driving in a shower of rain, and that's the thing, believe me, I shall never do again. I skidded in the gutter and I got washed down a drain in my twiggy little Austin 7. One day I met an omnibus that stretched from side to side, crossed the road and stopped up all the traffic far and wide. I just drove underneath it and came out the other side in my dainty little Austin 7. Oh, once I saw an advert for a secretary, so I drove up to the office and the manager said, oh, as you've a portable typewriter, you will suit us. I said, no, it isn't. It's me Austin 7. And once the motorcyclist drove up and staggered me. Thank God, he said, I found you. It's all right now, said he. Then in the place of where his little sidecar used to be, he fastened on me Austin 7. Once driving in the park, a nurse brushed up upon the sand. Said, how dare you move? I am surprised at you, I am. She thought I was the baby she'd left sitting in the pram. In me dinky little Austin 7. In me Austin 7. The little baby Austin, the cutest little car upon the road. I can drive it anywhere you ought to see it clamber. Upstairs, downstairs, in my latest camper. I've got a mother-in-law, and you know how they jaw. And she's 14 stone 11. But she has to keep her knees up, and it stops her tongue from wagging in the backseat on the Austin 7.